I read a story in Barron's about parents talking to their kids about money or not talking to their kids about money. And roughly 60% of parents never talk to their kids about money. And what do they think? Kids are going to learn about money on the playground? No. I mean, this is a problem because parents keep money as like a state secret. They don't talk about it with their kids. And how are kids going to know what to do, how to do? And don't just wait for the schools to teach it. We expect the schools to do everything. But this is a role that belongs in your own household. And even if you're not thrilled with how you've handled money, it's really important to talk to your kids about money and be as honest with them as you're willing to about the things you wish you had learned and done differently. And be age appropriate, depending on the age of your kids. So in a Barron story, I saw that if a kid was given $100 and asked what they wanted to do with it, what would they do with it? Well, half of the kids said they'd save the money. You'd think, we as parents, we have that mentality. We'd think, oh, you give a kid $100, it's gone by sunset. No. Half of the kids say, hey, I'd save that money. Almost a third say they'd invest it. Only, not even a fourth said they'd just spend it. Every kid's different. But where would they invest? This is where a parental role is so important. Overwhelmingly, when kids were asked where they would invest money, they said they'd invest in crypto. Crypto! Crypto! Oh my goodness. First of all, crypto's not an investment. Not an investment. Crypto is speculation. And I've talked enough about crypto. I'm not going to rehash all that. But to me, that's really a problem, that the buzz is what it is, that kids not having any input other than whatever they're hearing out there think that crypto's the magic elixir to getting wealthy. Oh my goodness. So parents, please have ongoing conversations with your kids about money, not to worship money. It's never about treating money as a god. Money is a means to an end. And kids get the idea of being FI, financially independent. Retirement, that's a concept that is, for a teen to hear about retirement, or a preteen, that's like, you might as well be talking about what things are going on Mars. It's not relevant. But talking to a kid about money being a means to the things you want and being independent, being in charge. Kids get the concept of being in charge. Because one thing kids aren't in their lives is in charge. Everybody's telling them what to do, right? So that's a great basis to talk to kids about the basics of money. I think about the programs that the banks, I always pick on banks, but it's just their mentality. When they do any kind of education of kids, it's always about, well, this is how you should get this debit card, or this is how credit cards work. It's all about borrowing and spending, and never about investing. And if it's about anything, it's about, you should put your money in our savings account that pays 1/100th of 1%. This would really be great for you. No, you need to teach your kids the basics of why investing one step at a time is so important, and how this is how you build that financial independence. And when a kid has his or her first job as a teen, that's when you start talking about things they can do with money that builds that financial independence. Roth IRA. So you talk about those things with your kids. Again, never a single conversation. It must be an ongoing thing. But emphasis never on money being the end-all be-all. Money is a tool to accomplish other things.